Alright, so what makes you, you? Is it your genes, the environment you grew up in, or some combination of both? Behavioral genetics is the field that dives deep into this question, exploring how our genetic makeup and environmental experiences interact to shape our behavior, personality, and even our susceptibility to disorders. In this video, we'll explore how genes and environment interact, delve into twin and adoption studies, and examine the tools and concepts that help us understand behavioral genetics. Let's get started. Behavioral genetics investigates how genes and environmental factors influence behavior. While all humans share 99.9% of their DNA, it's the variations in the remaining 0.1%, combined with environmental differences, that account for individual traits and behaviors. The genotype refers to your genetic blueprint, while the phenotype includes observable traits shaped by the interaction of genes and the environment. For instance, someone genetically predisposed to be tall might not reach their full height if malnourished during childhood. Twin studies are foundational in behavioral genetics. They compare monozygotic twins, MZ, who share nearly identical genotypes, with dizygotic twins, DZ, who share about 50% of their DNA. For instance, MZ twins often have higher concordance rates for traits and disorders than DZ twins, suggesting a strong genetic component. Let's take Alzheimer's disease as an example. If one MZ twin develops the condition, the other has about a 60% likelihood of developing it, compared to a 30% likelihood in DZ twins. This comparison helps researchers estimate heritability, the proportion of phenotypic variants attributable to genetic factors. Adoption studies complement twin studies by separating genetic influences from environmental ones. They compare adopted individuals to both their biological and adoptive families. Adopted children often resemble their biological parents in traits like extroversion or agreeableness, highlighting genetic influence. However, they align more with their adoptive families in values and social behaviors, demonstrating the impact of environment. These studies underscore the nuanced interplay between heredity and upbringing. Rare cases of identical twins separated at birth provide unique insights into behavioral genetics. Despite being raised in entirely different environments, these twins often exhibit striking similarities in personality, preferences, and even specific fears. One famous study found separated twins who independently developed identical habits, like preferring the same brand of toothpaste or naming their dogs the same name. These findings emphasize the profound influence of genetics while acknowledging the modifying role of environment. Behavioral geneticists use heritability to quantify the extent to which genetic differences contribute to trait variation within a population. The heritability of intelligence is estimated to be around 50%, meaning genetic factors account for half the variation in intelligence scores across a population. Remember, heritability applies to populations, not individuals. For instance, two people with different intelligence scores may differ partly due to genetics, but this doesn't determine their intelligence to a fixed degree. Animal studies provide powerful tools for understanding gene-environment interactions. Techniques like transgenesis and gene knockouts allow researchers to control genetic and environmental variables. Transgenic mice with human genes for Alzheimer's enable the study of disease progression and treatment responses. Similarly, knockout mice lacking a specific gene can reveal its role in phenotypic expression. These methods provide insights into human disorders and potential therapeutic targets. The dynamic interaction between genes and environment extends to complex traits like temperament, which often persists from infancy into adulthood. A difficult infant, irritable and unpredictable, may elicit frustration from caregivers, reinforcing negative patterns. In contrast, an easy infant is more likely to receive positive reinforcement, shaping their development differently. This interplay shows how early genetic predispositions and environmental responses jointly shape behavior. Genes are not static, they adapt dynamically to environmental stimuli. For example, chronic stress can activate genes that increase neurotransmitter production linked to overeating, contributing to obesity. These gene-environment interactions highlight the complexity of behavioral traits and why neither nature nor nurture alone can fully explain human behavior. Behavioral genetics bridges biology and psychology, offering insights into what shapes our behavior, susceptibility to disorders, and potential interventions. To learn more about high-yield topics like behavioral genetics, visit kotc.me for expert resources and tools. Thanks for watching, and good luck.